Good evening, everyone. My name is Ed Chavez. I chair the Safety Advisory Committee. Members of our committee include Jeff Kirkpatrick, that you've heard from already, Joe Burke, Mario Dairo, and John Hone, and Barbara Stockey is our board liaison. My background is over 30 years of law enforcement, the last 10 and a half as chief of police in the city of Stockton. Now, Stockton is a tough town to police, very tough. So when I look at the incidents that occur here in our development, I think we're very fortunate. And I'll share a couple of those with you as we go along. I also had the pleasure of serving as mayor in the city of Stockton for 4 years. In Stockton, it's a full-time position. And when I mean full-time, you know, you're governing over 300,000 residents. But I will tell you this, and in seriousness and a little jest, that running a city of that size is nowhere near contentious as being on an HOA board. So I applaud our residents who choose to run and serve on our board. They truly deserve our thanks. Now, the charge of the Safety Advisory Committee is to work in conjunction with our security department, headed by Dave Archer, our very capable security director, and I mean very capable, as well as with the Indio Police Department, to identify issues dealing with safety and security that affect our community, and to then make recommendations to our HOA board. Now, I'm going to go ahead and get this one issue out of the way because it seems to be on everybody's mind from time to time. Fines dealing with speeding and failure to stop. As a little background, in 2013, we had 233 incidents of failure to stop at stop signs. 2014, 615. 2015, 522. To date, 2016, 243. We're doing better. Doing better. But when we look at issues of safety in our community, we have to make recommendations to the board that will impact some of the negative behavior that goes on in our community. If we don't, and if the board doesn't take action, there could be liability issues as far as impacts to our community, to our residents. So we have to show we're taking affirmative action. So increasing the fines can be one way. Now, if they continue to go down, will we look at the fine structure? Yeah, we will. You know, if we're making an impact, let's take a look at it. Speeding, 2013, 331 incidents. 2014, 158. 2015, 112. To date, 44. Getting better. Now, contrary to what some in our community may believe, our security personnel spend a relatively short time of a given day on traffic enforcement. Most of the time it's patrolling our neighborhoods, watching out for, and I'll address this, opened and unattended garage doors. They don't hide behind shrubs and walls. You know, they have to be in a position so they can see a violation, and also the cameras that are mounted on vehicles have to be able to record the violation. So they have to be in a position relative to a intersection to record that violation. Other issues that the Safety Advisory Committee has been involved in making recommendations to the board, stop sign requests by residents. We review those, take a look at them, and then make a recommendation to the board. We're currently doing a survey throughout our entire community on stop signs, the size and the height. Now, you know, we have some stop signs that are placed real low, others that are higher, and the size does make a difference. So for consistency, what we're going to be looking at is all stop signs on Sun City Boulevard, the entire length of Sun City Boulevard. The stop signs will be 36 inches, And on our side streets, it'll be 32 inches. So there'll be consistency throughout the community. We've also recommended that there be a crosswalk at the Santa Rosa Clubhouse with the LED lights. And in fact, I think we're going to be looking at placing LED lights on all crosswalks on Sun City Boulevard throughout our community. We get a little frustrated with, how shall I say this, the promptness with the recommendations that we make. The board approves them. In terms of how promptly they're done, we continue to have to ask and follow up on that. So there are some things that have been brought up by residents that we've recommended. They haven't been completed yet. Don't lose hope. We'll follow up on it. We also continually review the vendor access program in terms of what's going on with that program. We're starting to get a backlog in terms of vehicles at our main gates because vendors are not signing up for the program. So we're looking at different ways to address that. And how that impacts you is if you have guests that are coming in and they get behind all these vendors, it gets frustrating for them. We continue to review equipment for our security personnel. The berm areas in Phase 3, there was an issue with trespassers going up there, so we've worked with Indio PD and the utility companies to try and keep trespassers out of that area. And we continually try to educate our residents regarding security. Garage doors being left open and untended for extended period of times, both during the day and nighttime hours. In July, there were 338 incidents of garage doors being left open for extended periods of time. In September, 113. That's getting better. So what's the importance of that? Crimes of opportunity. You know, we encourage residents to secure their vehicles in their homes. Don't leave your vehicles unlocked in your driveway, especially if you have a garage door opener in. Don't leave your keys in your unlocked vehicles in your driveway. Now, you may think that's silly, but we've had incidents where that's occurred. Don't leave your side garage doors unlocked. Don't leave your doors from your garage into your homes unlocked. Okay, we had a couple of burglaries in July, I believe, where the vehicle in the driveway was left unlocked, garage door opener was in there. They made entry to the garage. The door from the garage to the home was left unlocked. The burglars went in, stole property, then stole the vehicle. The vehicle was recovered the next day by Indio PD. Same night, side garage door left unlocked. Fortunately, the door from the garage to the home was locked, and all they took was some cans of soda. But again, we encourage you to do what we call harden the target. Make it difficult for people to get into your home and into your vehicles. We've been fortunate in this community of over 3,500 homes. We've had just 12 thefts this year and 3 burglaries. A theft is when they take property, say, from your yard. A burglary is when they get into your home and steal property. We can always do better. One theft or one burglary is too much. But again, given the size of our community, we're pretty safe. To that end, the Safety Advisory Committee is looking to reintroduce and reestablish the Neighborhood Watch program in our community. I don't know if you've seen the flyer that's been put out, but we have an introductory meeting on Wednesday the 26th. Starting at 2 o'clock at the Santa Rosa. And we're encouraging anybody who's interested in being involved in this to be a block captain or just to show interest to show up for this meeting. The basic concept behind Neighborhood Watch is neighbors watching out for neighbors. We all know who belongs in our neighborhoods, who doesn't, and if somebody doesn't belong there, call security, and if needed, they will contact Indio Police Department. So again, we encourage everyone to harden the target, take care of your homes, take care of your vehicles, and watch out for one another. And just in closing, Jeff spoke at length about emergency preparedness, but he is so committed to it. And we were given the charge as a Safety Advisory Committee to take on emergency preparedness as a subcommittee. Jeff volunteered to take this task on, and I can't tell you the amount of work that he has put into this. Just immeasurable. And I thank him and congratulate him for all that he's done for emergency preparedness. Thank you.